What if pain were actually an inheritance you didn't need to carry? Pause for a moment. Really listen to that inner voice echoing, "Why am I always the one who wears out? Why do other people's feelings affect me so deeply?" Maybe the problem was never with you. Maybe you just learned over the years without realizing it to carry others' shadows in your own light, quietly, slowly, until you forgot your own weight. And today is the perfect time to let go of that burden. When you entered the room as a child, you sensed the tension without it being spoken. Before words were uttered, you felt that heavy silence in the air, a glance, a shift in breathing, and you immediately asked yourself, what went wrong? Is this my fault? This is the fate of empathetic minds. An unconscious mirror neuron network constantly scans, analyzes, tries to make sense of things. You don't just feel, you absorb, you take it in, you carry it. Carl Gustav Jung has a powerful saying, "To carry the shadow of others is to lose your own light." So how do we break this cycle? This is where NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, comes in. NLP means redirecting awareness, reprogramming mental representation systems, visual, auditory, kinesthetic, but not just on the surface. Because real transformation happens with the images in the subconscious, with archetypes, with those ancient symbols. Jung tells us, until you bring consciousness to the unconscious, it becomes your destiny. We are here today because we are now ready to write our destiny. Now let's go step by step. 3 NLP techniques to stop emotional burnout. 1 dissociation visualization, creating distance. Close your eyes, recall a memory that bothers you, but this time watch it from the outside, as if it were a movie scene. You are in that scene, but you are in front of the screen. This creates a healthy distance between your conscious and subconscious mind. Instead of drowning in the event, you can observe it. As Jung said, the moment you become an observer, you cease to be a victim. 2 submodality shift, changing your internal language. You know that annoying voice in your head? You failed again. You're inadequate again. Now change the tone of that voice. If it's high-pitched, make it deeper. If it's fast, slow it down. You can even turn it into a cartoon character voice if you want. Jung would call this neutralizing the anima animus, balancing opposing poles. NLP turns this into a practical tool. By changing submodalities, you change the power of the emotion. When the voice changes, the meaning changes. 3. Anchoring, creating a safe point. Touch a point on your body, let's say your right shoulder. Now take a deep breath and remember a moment when you felt safe. Really feel it. Then touch your shoulder again. Repeat this movement. Your subconscious will code this physical touch as a signal of safety. In the future, when you feel lost, touching this point will automatically transport you to that feeling of safety. This is a modern application of what Jung called the power of symbols. Now let's delve deeper. One of Jung's most profound teachings is this. Until you bring consciousness to the unconscious, it will be your fate, and you will call it fate. What NLP does is essentially communicate with the unconscious in a new language. But if you don't recognize the symbols of that language, the techniques remain merely mechanical. They provide short-term relief, but no profound transformation. This is precisely why Jung's archetypes, the shadow, anima, animus, hero, wise old man, are the root forms of internal representations in NLP. The shadow is all the emotions you suppress: anger, fear, jealousy. Even if you ignore them, they are still there, lurking in your unconscious. NLP approaches this shadow with reframing. This emotion is not bad, it's just a signal from an old program. Jung adds, recognize this program, own it, integrate it. Because the more you reject the shadow, the stronger it becomes. In this training series, we will learn each NLP technique by combining it with Jung's deep archetypes. Because transformation is possible not only through technique, but through meaning. The mind works like a computer, yes, but the soul is a forest. There, the roots of the trees extend into the unconscious, while the branches are your conscious thoughts. NLP teaches you to prune the branches. Jung enables you to see the roots. When the two come together, true transformation occurs. Mental programming, NLP, plus spiritual awareness, Jung, equals integrated self. Remember this today. Your job is not to carry the pain of others, but to understand your own unconscious. Every moment of awareness brings you one step closer to what Jung called the journey of individuation. This is not about creating a perfect self. It is about integrating the fragmented self. Remember, reflect, don't react. In the next section, we will move on to the topic of internal dialogue rewriting, NLP reframing with Jung's shadow archetype. Follow the channel, turn on notifications, because this journey will transform not only your mind, but also your soul. And remember, if your mind is software, then you are the programmer. It's time for an update.